Well, it turns out I had a little bit of a problem on my last hike. I was like trying to hike into the midnight and I hiked for like 3 hours in the dark. As usual, I'm trying to save the world for no apparent reason at all. I could be enjoying these hikes and enjoying the scenery and just having fun and relaxing and taking deep breaths. But no, I had to hike 18 miles that first day, break my camera bracket, drop it in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. But on the contrary to popular belief, there are still good people in this world, and a lady named Teresa and her husband were out there hiking and found it and mailed it back to me. So thank you, Teresa. And the good thing is I can start editing this vlog. Enjoy.
Well, I'm the drip master, fool.
Welcome to another episode of 𝐂𝐐𝐒. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as watch the video all the way through. Not because I asked you to, because we're going to be hiking the Lake Ouachita Vista trail. Today I'm turning 39 years old, and I wanted to make the trail like 39 miles because I'm turning 39 years old. My idea is because it's 20 degrees, I'm going to hike to a resort, camp there at their cabin where there's a heater, and it's going to be really nice, which ends up being about 17 or 18 miles, and then I'm going to hike back. So it should be about 36 miles. And by the end of the trail, we're going to see how I'm feeling, whether or not I want to try to get those extra 3 miles. Now, it may end up being like another 3 miles. Because a lot of times when I'm on a hike, I'll take like little detours, and I'll end up hiking a lot more mileage than I wanted to hike. I've never actually done a real cold hike, but what I'm anticipating is that when I start hiking, I'm gonna get hot, and I'm gonna have to lose the jacket. I got the heater going pretty good in the truck, so I'm already pretty hot. And as usual, I got my leg compressions because my knee's all banged up, and then I have these sweet waterproof socks. And I left at 4 a.m., so I'm probably gonna get really tired at the end of the day. Maybe even get tired during the day, but normally when I'm hiking, I don't really get tired. I really tend to just lose energy, so in that case, I'll just eat some peanuts or something. It definitely feels like 20 degrees out here, and I'm starting on the east end of the trail, which is close to Mountain Pine, Arkansas, and that is the boyhood home of Bobby Bones. And then also you have the Blakely Mountain Dam, which is a hydroelectric dam. And the cool thing about the dam is that it lets Lake Ouachita flood into Lake Hamilton. And I say flood into it, but I actually mean that it just like it goes over, and then it goes into a river, and then it goes down to Lake Hamilton. Whenever I do a hike, I like to kind of look at the surrounding area and see how everything works. Like, how's it all put together? This is gonna be kind of weird hiking with a jacket on. I feel pretty claustrophobic. I know as sure as I get on the trail, I'm gonna get hot and have to take it all off. That's okay, I'll just take it slow. No, I can't take it slow because I have 18 miles to hike today. It's like 8:30. I really wanted to get started at like 7:30, but that's not happening. Something else that's kind of cool about Mountain Pine, Arkansas. It was founded by a lumber and coal company in like the 1920s, and then eventually bought up by a Weyerhaeuser, and they closed in 2016. If you look across like the town of Mountain Pine is like half wasteland where the lumber company, everything used to be. It looks like a bunch of concrete and it just looks like a, I don't know, like a desert, I guess. Back in the 60s, it used to have a population of 1,200. Now it's got a population of like 600 or 700. I'm leaving all this crap in the back of my truck. There's a ladder, there's a jack, there's some toolboxes. If somebody steals it, I'm gonna kill them. I'm parked at like a picnic area, state park type thing. Yeah, before I'm even out of the parking lot, I see that like my fingers don't work real well in the cold. Kind of hard to operate the camera equipment, but I'm gonna try my best. I think I'm gonna fucking rock this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on though. I got me some Columbia gloves. They were like $25 at Academy. I don't normally wear gloves ever because I'm a real man. I got calluses. I'm gonna wear gloves today though. Still got snow. It is exactly what I was thinking. I'm 0.88 miles in and I want to get rid of clothes. The truck showed 20, but it's like 35. It's still freaking cold. It's a cardigan. That's what they said on the internet. 4 miles in, and it's time to take off the cardigan. As usual, I'm hiking into the night. I lost my freaking camera, so now I'm using my cell phone. I'm about 16 miles in on an 18-mile track. I have got to be close. Ah, this is nice. Home sweet home, baby. Oh, there's power. I don't know what the heck I did to my freaking hand. I had Chris at Crystal Springs get me a steak, and I tell you what, the steak's gonna hit the freaking spot. Ain't nothing like some good rare beef after a long hike. I got some good sleep, and instead of using my French press on my propane bottle, I'm just gonna put it on this little electric stove. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah, this is what you miss when you don't get to camp on time. Crystal Springs is right on the edge of Lake Ouachita, and it's like a really cool resort. They used to have a restaurant, or they still have a restaurant. It's open during the summertime, but it's not open during the winter, unfortunately. What is this? Missing my beloved hatchet. Please return. One thing I always tend to do is miss out on the views because I'm hooking it, as my buddy Martin would say. So the second day I decided to slow down and sit at some scenic spots and take some drone footage and just take some deep breaths. I loved it. It was great. Think about hiking 18 miles. I always think about that Eagle Rock Loop trip where I did 22 miles in one day, and I'm like, that's fine, I could do it. But then whenever I'm hiking the 18 miles in one day, which was last night, for some reason I don't really think about how hard that was. It was pretty much my first backpacking trip, and that night was torture. A little bit short on water, lucky for me. They got like 12 inches of snow last week, and there's still a little bit on the mountain. I'm gonna melt this down so I can have my Mountain House chicken Alfredo. At this point, I'd hiked 12 miles in. It was just before sun was about to go down, and I started setting up camp, but it really wasn't like long enough before dark to really enjoy camp, but it was still fine. I only hiked 12 miles and didn't hurt myself. And I didn't really hurt myself the day before, except for like my hand. I still don't know what the heck happened to my hand, but it was just hiking 18 miles, and I need to try to make it a little bit better of a habit to just stop a little bit before daylight and set up camp. I've done that before, and it's actually really nice. And I am really looking forward to hiking this spring because I love hiking in the springtime. It's when I first started hiking. Well, actually, it was like at the end of February. I'd rather be hiking. And didn't get to camp as soon as I wanted to, but got the meal cooking. I done lost cell phone reception, so now I got my little 𝐵𝐶 device on. Someday I want to get set up at camp and string my lights out and make sort of a picturesque campsite. And also, it's 9 o'clock at night, but I am hiking, so I can have some coffee if I want it. Well, it's about 2 a.m. and it started raining. and it's cold. At least I got my little lantern though. My tent's kind of falling in. I'll be okay. This is something straight out of a horror movie. I got like a 6-mile hike to get out of here. And with most hikes, the most beautiful thing you can see on the trail is your truck at the trailhead. It's been a long hike. I've logged almost 37 miles. Time to go home. And remember to follow me on all trails. Just search the name Clay Nelson and you'll get to see my progress for the year. Last year I hiked like 300 and something miles. And with it being my 39th birthday weekend, I had a surprise birthday party waiting on me. Thank you. Wow. It's amazing. I can't believe y'all surprised me. Oh look. What? I wish y'all would have brought me some new legs.
Oh yeah. They have not any sugar. We've been waiting on you to get home, so
all right. I'm down with it. And that has been another episode of Play Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.